Did you know that Australia's iconic Bondi Beach is literally being reshaped by the ocean every single day? The forces of nature are constantly sculpting this famous coastline in fascinating ways. Powerful ocean currents sweep along Australia's eastern coast, carrying millions of tiny sand particles that create Bondi's distinctive curved shoreline. These currents work in harmony with the prevailing southeastern winds, which blow consistently across the beach throughout the year. As waves crash onto the shore, they deposit sediment in a unique pattern that has made Bondi Beach a perfect case study for coastal scientists. The most remarkable aspect is how the beach naturally maintains its shape through a delicate balance of erosion and deposition. During storms, waves pull sand offshore, creating protective sandbanks that help shield the beach from further damage. In calmer conditions, gentler waves gradually return this sand to shore, rebuilding the beach's profile. This natural cycle has been ongoing for thousands of years, but climate change is now altering these patterns. Rising sea levels and increasing storm intensity are accelerating erosion rates, forcing scientists to closely monitor these changes to protect this beloved landmark. What do you think Bondi Beach might look like in 50 years if current climate trends continue? Share your thoughts below and follow for more fascinating coastal science facts. Did you know that Scandinavia is literally rising from the ground, with some areas lifting up to 1 centimeter every year? This fascinating process is reshaping an entire region. Millions of years ago, massive ice sheets weighing trillions of tons pressed down on Scandinavia, compressing the Earth's crust like a giant mattress. As these ancient glaciers slowly melted away, something remarkable began to happen. The land started to bounce back in a process scientists call post-glacial rebound. This geological seesaw doesn't just affect the ground beneath our feet. The rising land has created a domino effect throughout the region. As the Earth lifts, it changes how rain falls across Scandinavia, shifting weather patterns that have existed for thousands of years. Seismic instruments have detected subtle tremors and movements, revealing an intricate dance between the rising land and tectonic plates. The most dramatic changes are happening in northern Sweden and Finland, where the land is rising faster than anywhere else in the region. This uplift is gradually tilting the landscape, causing rivers to change course and coastlines to retreat. Some ancient harbors that once hosted Viking ships are now stranded kilometers inland. What other ancient landscapes around the world might be slowly transforming beneath our feet? Drop a comment below with your theories about where this might be happening next. Did you know that Antarctica's Ross Ice Shelf, a floating ice mass larger than France, loses over 150 billion tons of ice annually through weathering? Scientists are uncovering shocking connections between ancient Arabian maps and modern ice shelf studies. Ancient Arabian cartographers were among the first to document how weather patterns affect large masses, though they focused primarily on desert formations. Their detailed observations of wind erosion laid groundwork for modern weathering studies, including how ice shelves respond to environmental forces. The Ross Ice Shelf experiences 3 main types of weathering: thermal expansion causing surface cracks, salt crystallization from frozen seawater, and wind erosion that can remove up to 30 centimeters of surface ice yearly. Recent satellite data reveals that these weathering patterns mirror those found in ancient Arabian geological formations, suggesting universal principles of erosion across different climates. This discovery has revolutionized our understanding of ice shelf dynamics, showing how these massive structures naturally evolve and deteriorate. The most striking finding is that ice shelves develop distinctive weathering patterns visible from space, creating unique fingerprints that help predict future ice shelf behavior. What if the key to predicting Antarctic ice shelf collapse lies in centuries-old Arabian desert maps? Share your thoughts below and follow for more surprising connections between ancient knowledge and modern climate science. Did you know that the world's largest mangrove forest acts like a giant shield against natural disasters? Welcome to the fascinating Sundarbans, where science meets survival. Along the coastline of India and Bangladesh, these remarkable tidal marshes do more than just look beautiful. They're nature's first line of defense, absorbing the fury of tropical storms and cyclones that would otherwise devastate coastal communities. Every year, these marshes prevent billions of dollars in damage and protect millions of lives. But there's an even more incredible secret hiding in these waters. These marshes are carbon powerhouses, trapping more carbon dioxide than typical forests of the same size. Scientists have discovered that a single acre of Sundarbans marsh can store as much carbon as 3 acres of tropical rainforest. Here's where it gets really interesting. Recent research has revealed that the very ground beneath these marshes is constantly shifting. The region's seismic activity directly influences how these marshes grow and adapt. When earthquakes occur, they can either strengthen or weaken the marsh's foundation, creating a delicate dance between geology and ecology. These marshes are literally shaping our planet's future, but they're under threat from rising sea levels and human activity. The big question is, how long can these natural defenders hold the line against our changing climate? Did you know that volcanoes can turn desert into grassland? Scientists have discovered an amazing transformation happening in Africa's Sahel region, where volcanic activity is literally bringing life to barren lands. Deep beneath the Sahel's dry surface, volcanic activity pushes mineral-rich materials toward the surface. When these minerals mix with the soil, they create perfect conditions for grass to grow. The process starts when volcanic ash and rocks weather down, releasing essential nutrients like phosphorus and potassium into the previously nutrient-poor soil. As more vegetation takes root, the entire ecosystem begins to change. This fascinating cycle creates a domino effect in the local climate. The growing grasslands trap moisture in the soil, increasing humidity in the area. This leads to more frequent rainfall, which in turn supports even more plant growth. Scientists have observed that areas with volcanic mineral deposits have up to 30% more vegetation coverage compared to surrounding regions. The most remarkable discovery is how this volcanic activity creates self-sustaining green zones. These transformed areas act like natural climate modifiers, increasing rainfall patterns and creating microhabitats that support diverse wildlife. The volcanic minerals continue enriching the soil for hundreds of years, maintaining these vibrant ecosystems. What other hidden connections between volcanoes and ecosystems might we discover as we explore our planet further?